What up, what up, what up, what up? So in this video, we'll be covering how much a hairstylist should spend on Facebook ads per day. So to start, you have to figure out on average what someone is spending with your business. So let's say people spend $300 on average when they sit in your chair, and out of that $300, let's say it costs you about $50 in ad spend. So this is like the total amount you spend on your ads to attract a $300 client. So now that we kind of have an idea of what we may spend to acquire a customer, so the example I'm giving you is when we had our salon here in Dallas, we did sew-ins, and on average our service was about $300. And when we ran Facebook ads to get clients, we would spend on average about $50 in ads to attract a $300 client. So now to figure out what you want to spend per day, you have to kind of reverse engineer how many customers you want per day or per week or per month. So if you want, let's say, 2 customers per day from your ads, and it costs you $50 to acquire a customer, then you will multiply this $50 times 2, which would give you $100 per day in ad spend. Now I know a lot of you may not be comfortable with starting off at $100 per day or $50 per day, so you can start off with as little as $5 per day. Now keep in mind, if it takes you $50 in ad spend to attract 1 client at $5 per day, you would have to let your ads run at least 10 days for them to spend $50 for you to attract that 1 client. So play with this, figure out what someone is spending on average in your business, then figure out what you're willing to spend to acquire that customer in your business. Is super important. Once you have those 2 numbers figured out, then you can go ahead and launch your ads and run your ads with confidence, because if you have it in your mind that you're only willing to spend $50 to acquire a customer and your ads have spent $75 and you still have no customers, that's a sign to you that you need to go back to the drawing board. Something's wrong with your offer, something's wrong with your ads, or you may even need to spend a little bit more money to acquire a customer, because we don't always want to focus on what they spent when they sat in your chair. We want to focus on what they spend in the long term. So even though they spent $300 with us today, if on average they spend $3,000 over the course of a year or 2 or 3, we also have to keep those things in mind as well. So check out this playlist I created on pretty much everything you need to know about Facebook and Instagram ads. If you found this video helpful or useful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell.